Welcome to the City Council meeting for the Tupelo City Council meeting for February the 1st, 2022. We're going to have an invocation by Travis Beard, Pledge of Allegiance by Janet Gaston. Travis.
Please stand. Lord, I want to thank you for the day and giving us health and strength. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine in our city. We ask you to guide our thinking and our thoughts tonight. We will tend to the business of the city in an orderly fashion. Forgive us of our sins and help those, Lord, who are in need and those who are sick. I pray in Christ's name.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, Lord. Amen. Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. At this time, I'm going to have call to order and ask the Acting Vice President, Travis Beard, to confirm or amend the agenda and the agenda order.
Mr. President, I'd like to amend the agenda and add two items to the agenda that is before us. Number 1.5 in the matter of public hearing for demolition. Also add number 19 at the end in the matter of review approved property for demolition.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? The motion carries. We move to proclamation, recognitions, and reports agenda. Proclamations, do we have any? Recognition of Boys and Girl Scouts, there are none. At this time, we'll have the employee recognitions. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Bryan. The first employee recognition, I'll ask Police Chief John Parker to come up and make that recognition.
Thank you. I have the great pleasure to provide recognition to one of our officers that performed some outstanding service recently. I'm actually going to read you the letter. It was submitted on behalf of her supervisor, Marty Mask, and the officer is Jess Carter. I would like to submit a letter of commendation on behalf of Sergeant Jessica Carter and to recognize her good work and efforts in the capture of individuals wanted by Panola County, Mississippi on charges of robbery, kidnapping, vehicle theft, and assault. On January 14th of this year, Sergeant Carter was on duty working patrol on Charlie shift when dispatch notified us of the suspect vehicle approaching the city limits of Tupelo. A cell phone ping was being done and updates given as to this location. Officers saturated the area in an attempt to locate, but were having difficulty doing so. Sergeant Carter, through her diligent search and keen eye, spotted the suspect vehicle backed into an apartment complex on South Feimster Road. The suspect vehicle attempted to leave the area as Sergeant Carter alerted other units of their location. Members of the Street Crimes Unit were close and along with Sergeant Carter were able to conduct a felony apprehension without incident. I commend Sergeant Carter on her quick action regarding this incident, which is a solid example of her good work and attention to duty. She possesses great proclivity for finding and aiding in the apprehension of wanted suspects. Sergeant Carter is a great asset to our shift. I would just like to add that I read years ago in a leadership book, once you take position as a leadership, on that first day you need to start finding people to replace you. Well, Sergeant Carter is one of those people. She's an outstanding leader, does outstanding work, and will definitely be a leader in this department soon. But I'd like to present her with this award.
Outstanding work, congratulations. Now we're going to some more employee recognitions for their years of service. The first is John Moses. With sincere appreciation, the City of Tupelo recognizes John Moses and the Police Department for 25 years of dedicated employment. This honor is conferred the first day of February 2022. The next one is Jay Ware. With sincere appreciation, the City of Tupelo recognizes Jay Ware of Municipal Court for 10 years of dedicated employment. The next one, the City of Tupelo, with sincere appreciation, recognizes Rhonda Cole of the Municipal Court for 10 years of dedicated employment. Congratulations. And last but not least, the City of Tupelo, with sincere appreciation, recognizes Richard Babb of the Municipal Court for 10 years of dedicated employment. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your dedication to the city. We had a retirement party yesterday for longtime city planner Pat Faulkner, and we had a extensive search to replace Pat. And we're proud to announce that Jeannie Sabley, previous Three Rivers Planning and Development, has been hired by the City of Tupelo to take that position. I'd ask Jeannie to come up and say a few words. So this is our new city planner.
Jeannie.
I am delighted by this opportunity, and Pat has left some really big shoes to fill, and I want you all to know that I recognize that. And I am originally from Punatock, and about 3 years ago I landed back in the area, and I remember one of the first conversations I had in a professional setting. I was advising someone about a planning and development issue, and they were hesitant, and then I told them that I was from Punatock originally, and they said, oh, well, you're home folk. And I wanted to start off telling you all that because there's value to that. There's value to knowing where we've been and where we're coming from, but being excited about going forward. And there's passion here. Your team with Tanner is excited, and they are looking at a vision that's going to take Tupelo into beautiful places that honors where you've been. And I'm excited to join this team, and I thank you all for the opportunity. And I'm just excited to get started, so thank you.
You can't tell that.
Thank you, Jeannie. And I think your first day is the 14th? February 14th. That's all.
So at this time, we'll go to public recognitions. We'll start with Ms. Nettie.
I would just like to invite everybody to a special Black History event that's going to be held at the Gum Tree Museum in downtown Tupelo on Friday evening from 5 to 6. This is being sponsored by several of the citizens in the community, and it's supposed to be a very good event. They'll have bands and other type of art presentations at this event.
What's the date?
Huh?
What's the date?
Friday, Friday, the 4th. I think that's the 4th of February.
Travis?
Mr. President, I'd just like to say a word about Buddy Palmer, our president, who's out sick tonight, and I think he's joined us by Zoom. But wish him healing for his body as he's a little bit out right now. Also, another event that's taking place, I think, all month at the Dunn Museum in honor of Black History Month. Lisa Faulkner just invite people to take a visit out there if they have a chance sometime during the month of February.
President?
I would just like to say, I think the Zetas have an event at the Dunn Museum tonight from 6:30 to 7. So anyone who can attend.
Janet,
I don't have anything.
Chad?
No.
Mary, do you have any remarks? Any more remarks?
No, thank you.
We'll close the regular meeting, open the public agenda. Public hearings. What do we got for public hearings? In the matter of a public hearing for demolition, this will be a public hearing for 1208 Eugene. Yes, ma'am, could you approach the podium, give us your name and address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
My name is Bobby Reddy. I'm a realtor here in Tupelo with Gumtree. I've been employed to list the property and try and sell it. And the seller wanted somebody here to represent them today and ask for more time to get bids. They're having to go through a third party and it's not been as timely as expected. And there's been a lot of interest in it, but it seems like, they contact the city and the city, kind of wants to demolish it, wants to demo it. But the seller wants to ask for 60 more days if that's possible.
Okay, so even if it goes through and the city council approves it for demolition, it's about a 90-day process before anything happens.
So we can still,
You can still work with the third floor to see if you can make something happen. If y'all aren't able to come to some, whatever, we don't normally take them off the list once they put on there, because it's already taken like 6 months at this point to get it this far. So anyway,
so right now, you haven't gotten the bids to demo, right?
That's right. If we approve it, we're a long way away from tearing it down. I can just tell you that. It's just another step. So you'll just have to work with the third floor and they can carry you from there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Citizens hearings, Rick, go down. Rick, are you here?
Yes.
Rick, could you give us your name, address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Okay. Rick Godown, 278 Huntington Place. First of all, good evening. I want to thank you for letting me speak tonight. I'm originally from Ohio. I transferred with MTD in Verona, and now I'm retired, living here, proud to be here, so you can't get rid of me now. But that being said, as I work with my people at the plant, I always told them, if you got something that bothers you, you got to get it out. It's like a splinter. You got to get it out. Don't let it keep festering. And tonight you're letting me pull my splinter out. With that being said, I feel like we have a location here in town that could be a wow, look at this area, to beautify Tupelo even more. That intersection of McCullough and Gloucester, people drive into town. I know I have family come to town. When I was with MTD, we supplied most of their outdoor power and equipment to Lowe's and Home Depot. So I had some executives, they come in every year to sign new contracts. And sometimes that intersection in the summertime, the grass is up so high that we would actually take those people away from that area. And I just hate that, when they say, this doesn't look good, or I got family, and I try to ignore that area because it doesn't look good. Not saying it's real bad, but in the summertime, and then we mow it with a bush hog. So it still looks like a side ditch. To me, that area, and I've driven into other cities, when I drive in and go, wow, look at this. That could be one of those where people come to town, they stop that intersection and look around, but it needs to me, it needs to be mowed like a yard. I actually saw a guy throw something out the window one day, and I tooted my horn, why are you doing that? He said, well, they can't see it out there anyway. So I'm just thinking, if we could do something like that in that area, to me, that wouldn't cost a whole lot of money, just mowing it with regular mowers instead of a bush hog, keep it mowed down lower. Then if we wanted to add to it later on, some intersections I've seen in other cities, they actually take stone, landscape around the trees out in that area. And to me, that could just be like, wow, look at this. And I'm sharing that because I have grandchildren playing at Ballard Park. I've heard people come from out of town, and they say the same thing. We didn't know if we wanted to stay at those motels out there or the restaurants. That's as busy intersection as we have in Tupelo. And I just think we could beautify that and go, I'd like to be able to say, wow, look at this, and not ignore it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to pull the splinter out, get that out in the open, and just ask you to consider that and take a look at it. That's all I have. Thank you.
So, Rick, your point of contact, if you want to get with somebody about plans in the future for all that, it's going to be Tanner, standing right there.
Okay.
And so y'all can touch base and trade contact information.
Okay.
I can tell you that there's a multi-million-dollar project. It's not been approved, but it's been planned to go from basically Birmingham Ridge Road to Highway 45 down McCullough Boulevard, where that entire corridor gets redeveloped and beautified. And we've got a temporary fix on the trash problem, but we hadn't gotten it resolved yet. So,
Like I said, I just wanted to throw it out there.
but thank you for your concern.
I just want to thank him for taking the time to come and voice that. I think that you speak for a lot of people in Tupelo, and we need to hear from the citizens directly so that we realize how important it is to y'all. So thank you for coming and taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.
And what's your name again?
Rick, go down.
And you are the supervisor at MTD?
I'm retired now, but I was the manufacturing manager there. And our corporate office was out of Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, which they've been sold now. Stanley Black & Decker now bought them.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had a lot of executives come to town, and a couple times they made comments about, ooh, this doesn't look, So, and I just didn't like that, and I thought, don't let it keep festering. It hurts.
Thanks for
So,
voicing your.
I got it pulled out. Maybe you can heal the rest of it. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. So at this time, we'll move to the action agenda where we have none, then the routine agenda. In the matter of approval of minutes for the January 18th, 2022 council meeting.
I approve the minutes for the January 18th, 2022 meeting.
I have a motion from Rosie Jones and a second from Travis Beard. All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
I concur, yes.
Hey, you're sounding pretty good over there.
I'm telling you, he did.
For somebody who's sick. Okay. All right, in the matter of bill pay, do I have a motion to pay the bills?
So move.
I got a motion by Travis Beard, a second by Nettie Davis. The bills are paid by Travis Beard, myself, and Janet Gaston. All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
The motion passes. In the matter of advertising and promotional items, we don't have any. Number 5, in the matter of surplus fixed assets and disposal according to the exhibit.
I move that we approve.
Second.
I got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Janet Gaston. Kim?
Yes, the exhibit is compiled for many of the departments, and we're just asking to destroy most of it, but there are a few that we plan to take to auction, and they are marked right outside the asset.
Any questions for Kim? All in favor? Mr. Palmer? All right, motion carries. In the matter of the budget amendment, number 5 for FY 2022.
I move that we would approve a budget amendment number 5.
Got a motion by Nettie Davis and a second by Chad Mims. Kim?
Yes, thank you. We're asking to only amend one fund. With your permission, we'll increase it to $292,186. This includes all of the Homeland Security grant that's been awarded and brought before you prior to tonight's meeting from October to now. That is what Ms. Abby has been working on. With an additional $10,000 that rolled over from last year that the fire department didn't have
opportunity to spend, so that total $292,186. We also have included in that number is $2,850 donation from Friends of the Museum. This will purchase a scanner for the museum.
Any questions of Kim? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
My vote is yes.
Motion carries.
Thank y'all.
In the matter of review and approve reappointment of Bill Cleveland to the Tupelo Major Thoroughfare Plan Citizens Lobbying and Oversight Committee.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Janet Gaston. Tanner?
Yes, Bill Cleveland is a longtime dedicated member of the Major Thoroughfare Committee, and with Ms. Gaston's blessing, the mayor has reappointed Mr. Cleveland to represent Ward 6, a 4-year term, and just asked the council to approve that reappointment tonight.
Good. Any questions of Tanner? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
My vote is affirmative.
Motion carries. Number 8, in the matter of review and approve reappointment of Danny Riley to the Tupelo Major Thoroughfare Plan Citizens Lobbying and Oversight Committee.
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I got Lou Gitlett, Buddy Palmer, and then Travis Beard as a second. Tanner?
Yes, Danny Riley, too, is a long-term member of the Major Thoroughfare Committee, very active, very dedicated, and with Councilman President Palmer's support, we ask that the council approve his reappointment representing Ward 5.
Any more questions of Tanner? All in favor? Mr. Palmer? Mr. Palmer? Okay, motion carries. Number 9, in the matter of review and approve appointment of Delano Raphael Henry to the Tupelo Major Thoroughfare Plan Citizens Lobbying and Oversight Committee.
I move that we would approve Raphael Henry to the Tupelo Major Thoroughfare Plan Citizens Lobbying.
Got a motion by Nettie Davis.
I second.
Got a second by Rose Jones. Tanner?
Yes, there's currently a vacancy in Ward 7 on the Major Thoroughfare Committee. We've reached out to Councilwoman Jones and asked for a nomination for that position. She highly recommended Raphael Henry, and so the mayor is asking the council to approve the appointment of Raphael Henry to represent Ward 7 on Major Thoroughfare, and I believe Mr. Henry is with us tonight.
Hey, Raphael, stand up so we can see what you look like back there. Good, thank you.
Ms.
We
Jones,
appreciate you volunteering.
Would you like to say a few words?
Would you like to come up and tell them about yourself?
He said he's good.
I highly recommend him. He's really good.
All right. Good. Any more questions of Tanner? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
My vote is yes.
Okay, motion carries. In the matter of approval of bid number 2021-039 PD, Tupelo Police Department Electric Gate and Access Improvements.
I move to disapprove.
Got a motion by Travis Beard,
Second.
second by Janet Gaston. Dennis?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Bids were opened on January the 18th. Loan bid was by M&N Construction for $92,492. This is approximately 10% below the engineer's estimate. This is a project we've been looking at for some time, so we're recommending we award this bid and get this project underway.
Any questions of Mr. Bonds? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
Vote approved.
Motion carries. In the matter of approval of a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. Marshal Service.
I move that we would approve the memorandum of understanding with U.S. Marshal Service.
I got a motion by Nettie Davis, second.
Second.
Second by Travis Beard. John?
Yes, I have before you tonight a memorandum of understanding with the United States Marshal Service. We have one police officer assigned to the U.S. Marshal Service Task Force, and this is a renewal for this year. They provide his overtime payment of $13,000 per year.
Any questions of Chief Walker? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
Vote to approve.
Motion carries. In the matter of unmarked vehicle resolution,
So moved.
Chad Mims, motion by Chad Mims, second.
Second.
Second by Travis Beard. Chief?
Yes, according to state statute, we are to provide an inventory list of vehicles in our possession that are unmarked. That's what this list is for, to meet that statutory requirement.
Any questions of the chief? All in favor? Mr. Palmer? Motion carries. In the matter of agreement with Veripick,
I move that we would approve the agreement with Veripick.
I have a motion by Danny
Second.
Davis and a second by Travis Beard. Chief?
Yes, we have an agreement with Veripick, and we've had for the past year or two. They are our digital evidence manager. They contain all of our digital evidence for us. We are asking for an upgrade. Normally, it's around $4,000 per year. We want to increase that to $5,400 per year. And what it's going to give us is we're going to a cloud-based service. We'll no longer have to maintain it on a server at our office. We will no longer have the IT responsibilities. And it's just a much more efficient way to maintain our data.
Good deal. Any questions of Chief Walker? All in favor? Mr. Palmer? Motion carries. In the matter of an agreement with Guardian Alliance Technologies,
I move that we approve this agreement with Guardian Alliance Technologies.
Second.
I got a motion by Janet Gasson and a second by Chad Mims. Chief?
Yes, we are asking for an agreement with Guardian Alliance Technologies. It's not a contract, it's an agreement. What we want them to do is all of our background investigations for them before we hire people. As of right now, we do it in-house, and we're just not as effective as we could be. And for $90 a person, we can do an investigative background plus a full social media scrub, which is very important in today's time. So we may do 5 in a year, we may do 50 in a year. That's up to us. We'll try it out. If it works, we'll continue. And if it doesn't work, then we'll move on, and we haven't lost any other money.
Any questions of Chief Walker?
I got a question, may not apply, but like if a private citizen needed a background check for some position, can they go through the police department to get that and pay the $90?
Well, I haven't really thought that out, but my first inclination is probably not, that we would keep it for government entities only. Because there are options for private citizens where they could do this on their own.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
My vote is yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. In the matter of approval of the Bancorp South Bancorp South Arena minutes of December 20th, 2021.
Move that we approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Chad Mims. Kevin's not here tonight. I think he got contaminated or something like that with the Rona, so he's staying away. So, any discussion? All in favor? Favor? Mr. Palmer? Motion carries. In the matter of reappointment of Mr. Cecil Overton to the Northeast Mississippi Regional Water Supply District Board of Commissioners.
I move that we would approve the appointment.
I got a motion by Nettie Davis, second by Travis Beard. Johnny Timmons.
Council, as of March of this month, Mr. Overton has served on the Water District for the last 10 years. I've watched Mr. Overton and his actions on that board. He's very professional, and he's a real asset. Discussing it with the mayor, we would ask for your approval for him to serve another 5-year term.
Do we have any questions of Mr. Timmons? All in favor? Mr. Palmer? Motion carries. In the matter of TRA meeting minutes of January the 21st, 2022.
Move that we approve.
Second.
I got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Janet Gaston. All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
My vote is yes.
Motion carries. In the matter of change order number 2 for Ballard Park drainage.
Move that we would approve the change order for Ballard Park.
Second.
Got a motion by Nettie Davis and a second by, was that Rosie?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, Rosie Jones. Alex?
Yes, this is the drainage project that's happening out at Ballard Park. We're literally right about done with this project. There's a little bit more disturbed area out there that's going to require about $2,500 more of some sod. And so once this is completed, we will be able to put this project in.
Any questions of Mr. Farnum? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Motion carries. In the matter of review and approve property for demolition, specifically 1208, is it 1208 Eugene?
Yes, sir.
So moved.
I got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Nettie Davis. Tanner?
Yes, this property was actually already adjudicated by the council back in, I believe, November for demolition. Following that vote, we discovered an error in notifying one of the stakeholders there. So that's been done, and we're just asking you to basically uphold that vote and approve the adjudication once again so that we can keep this process moving forward.
Okay. Do we have any questions of Mr. Newman? All in favor? Mr. Palmer?
Voted to approve.
Motion carries. Do we have any items on the study agenda? Do we need to, do we have a need for an executive session? Mr. Logan?
No, President Bryan.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Nettie Davis to adjourn. All in favor? Meeting's adjourned. Bam.